now know which house it was, 1201 Northeast 83rd Street here in Miami. You can see parts of that front gate that was essentially pushed through by those feds as they raided this.
Got a bag and everything you can name. It's one of my closets. Always make sure it look like Neiman's. So.
On Monday, April 16th, federal agents raided Floyd Mayweather homes in Miami and Las Vegas while he was out of the country, and what they allegedly found has only deepened the controversy because inside his Miami mansion there was reportedly a hidden room filled with millions of counterfeit dollar bills, which immediately sparked questions about the huge stacks of cash he regularly shows off on social media, and now many are wondering whether the fortune he flaunts was ever real at all.
Money made, that's all I do is get money. Today is a rose gold day, as you can see. Arnold Schwarzenegger, limited edition AP, all factory. 1.8 million right here. The $20 bills section. We like to call this the Andrew Jackson section, but I like to call it wallpaper. 200,000 in 20s. I heard in the song you can get the biggest Chanel bag in the store if you want it. Well, it's the biggest Chanel bag in the world. I got this bag from Karl Lagerfeld, R.I.P.
But that was only part of the story, because investigators also uncovered documents tied to illegal ventures and hidden properties spread across New York, Los Angeles, Miami, and other parts of the United States, and sources say his homes were immediately locked down while his bank accounts were frozen to pressure a quick return as federal agents quietly launched a deep investigation into both his personal and business dealings, connected to fraud and bankruptcy claims, and while Homeland Security and local authorities did raid his Las Vegas and Miami properties, officials kept the real reason vague, offering surface-level explanations that left fans confused and unanswered until Homeland Security investigations later confirmed the April 16, 2025 raids were part of an ongoing investigation with multiple field offices involved, and promised more details once the case develops.
And some neighbors telling us that they saw at least 2 people detained last night by authorities. It's unclear if anyone was arrested. Other neighbors describing this home.
NBC News reported on April 16th that federal agents interviewed 3 women and 1 man in Miami, with more interviews scheduled as part of an investigation into alleged fraud, scam deals, financial crimes, false documentation, and breach of contract. And once authorities moved in on the Las Vegas and Miami homes, the situation surrounding Floyd Mayweather became clearer as multiple sources connected the raids to several serious lawsuits from the past, while other media outlets and security officials also pointed to recent allegations that have been building against him.
The investigation lingering into the night, with Miami police assisting federal investigators bringing in the heavy artillery, spotted inside from across a canal, rummaging through items at the house, their boats still docked outside as they canvassed the property in full gear, guns drawn.
Whatever they did.
After questioning began, several law enforcement sources indicated the raids were likely connected to alleged fraud schemes and questionable financial dealings, as a growing number of individuals and organizations continue to raise accusations against Floyd Mayweather, and local Los Angeles outlet Fox 11 Los Angeles aired footage that appeared to show multiple people in handcuffs outside one of the properties, with 2 reportedly identified as family members who were not targets of the investigation but were temporarily detained while federal agents conducted a detailed search of the residence.
Property.
Their job well, because you haven't heard anything, and commend the Miami PD or SWAT or whatever they were. They did their job well.
For those who live near,
local news outlets also aired footage showing heavily armed law enforcement officers in full tactical gear moving around the Beverly Hills property of Floyd Mayweather, and reports consistently stated that he was not present at any of his homes at the time of the raids, as stations again confirmed through Homeland Security representatives that the actions were part of an active federal investigation. And with his Miami and Las Vegas residences searched this week, the story has spread rapidly online, shifting public perception as his name becomes increasingly tied to criminal allegations, while agents carried out detailed searches and continue their inquiries, with growing attention now focused on where Mayweather is currently located and what may come next in the case. He had shared images on social media claiming he was traveling to China, but flight records revealed a different story, showing that his actual destination was Dubai, raising more questions about his movements and the narrative he was presenting online. Following the raids on Floyd Mayweather homes, several figures in the boxing world have shared their opinions on the unfolding situation, with some even suggesting there could be additional undisclosed criminal activities linked to him. And while the statements from law enforcement and media reports seem credible, many observers believe there are still deeper details and hidden aspects of the investigation that have not yet been made public, leaving a sense that the full story is far from revealed.
My all marble kitchen with the Versace glasses only. As you guys can see, the Versace glasses.
The connection between the raids and the allegations might seem clear at first glance, but the fact that Floyd Mayweather himself has not been arrested or formally called in raises doubts about the full accuracy of the public statements, because typically when serious allegations surface, authorities actively pursue and question the person involved. Yet in Mayweather's case, this usual procedure hasn't happened. However, a former employee speaking anonymously has shed light on the situation, claiming that the raids were indeed directly tied to the numerous accusations that have surfaced against him in recent months, revealing that there may be more substance behind the headlines than initially apparent.
Go in the middle door. Open the middle door. You want to go in? Push it.
However, the investigation reportedly focused on specific details within Floyd Mayweather homes that federal agents needed as concrete evidence of his involvement, and according to a former employee, one key factor was a secret room in his property which was not just related to the general allegations, but served as a critical element linking him to potential crimes, because before authorities can question or detain Mayweather, they wanted to ensure the evidence was solid, and numerous lawsuits have claimed that he maintained hidden rooms where counterfeit currency and fraudulent documents were stored, suggesting that these secret spaces may have been central to carrying out illegal activities across his residences.
Bringing people into my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me.
In one of the lawsuits filed against Floyd Mayweather, it was alleged that the former world champion had installed hundreds of cameras across his Las Vegas and Miami homes, and a former employee revealed that while living and traveling with him, he discovered hidden cameras in some of the secret rooms which matched the claims made in the legal filings, and according to the insider, the raids were more about gathering additional evidence than addressing the allegations alone. And with so much attention now on the situation, there is a strong possibility that Mayweather could face arrest once authorities decide to act directly on the claims.
Guess what? You can do the same. It's all about making power moves.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm pointing like this because all we're in New York City right now. We're in Manhattan. That's what we do. Come on.
A jewelry store also took legal action against Floyd Mayweather over unpaid debts and breach of contract, claiming fraudulent deals and other financial crimes, and court documents further alleged that he ran an illegal operation alongside his chief of staff. And for years, Mayweather has been famous not just for his unmatched boxing skills, but also for his extraordinary wealth, being crowned the richest boxer ever with a lifestyle filled with cash showers, yachts, private jets, extravagant shopping sprees, and luxury at every turn. However, boxing insider Rick Glazer recently revealed shocking details suggesting that Mayweather's fortune may not be as secure as it appeared, and surprisingly, the one who predicted some of this was rapper 50 Cent, highlighting that even the public spectacle of wealth could be hiding deeper financial troubles.
Andre Durrell, IBF champion Billy Dip, WBA champion Celestino Calabero. You know, so we brought them over. I brought him over while Floyd was, still incarcerated.
Yeah.
Then he comes home, there's the Let's Get Floyd Back in Pocket campaign that goes on, where it's $300,000 chains being bought and buying the new Lamborghini and all these new things, and I'm sitting there going,
Almost 20 bands. No partners. All by myself. For 1,000 apartments. I'm just getting started.
But the story really begins back in October of last year, when reports from The Real Deal revealed that the retired boxer had invested $42 million in 60 buildings, totaling roughly 1,000 affordable housing units, marking yet another major move in his ongoing New York City real estate ventures. However, rapper 50 Cent entered the conversation a little later after Mayweather's shopping spree in New York, when he appeared on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon and confidently discussed his growing business empire, claiming he owns somewhere around 100 buildings, with nearly all of them located in New York City, though he admitted he wasn't entirely sure of the exact number, illustrating both the scale of his investments and the larger-than-life persona he had cultivated beyond the boxing ring.
when you gonna give me the money?
Because you're already invested.
Right, like when you gonna give me your half of the money back. But I ain't trying to press him because he just got out of jail, right? So it's like, let him cool his heels before you.
Was that in the millions?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you sitting there big, and I'm like, yo, so when, but see, the fighters are an asset in themselves. They are that talent, regardlessly. Right. So I'm looking at him going, so there ain't no pressure there, but I'm saying, when is he gonna?
This clearly didn't sit well with 50 Cent, who responded on Instagram poking fun at Mayweather's claims, saying something along the lines of, "Oh my God, if it's safe to say, I should say LL Champ is the richest special student LMAO." And he didn't stop there, as he later added another post taking direct shots at the retired boxing legend, writing that, "Oh damn, wait, I think Champ thinks he owns those buildings. They are beating him out of the money. He says he doesn't know what he owns, somebody tell Champ he just publicly said he lives in New York. They will come and take 58% of any income he has." And to drive the point home, he shared an image of Mayweather dressed like Pinocchio, complete with a long nose, implying that the money claims he made were far from truthful.
Yeah.
This looked like a friendship that was going to last a lifetime. What the hell happened between 50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather?
Well, he changed his mind.
Now, what do you mean he changed his mind?
Like, as he was actually going in to jail, he asked me to help him with Mayweather promotion.
Right.
Then as he actually got in and I took a look, I realized there is no Mayweather Promotions. There's no LLC.
Over 100 buildings and 99% in New York. Oh, that's Cap Champ. We should slap the hell out of you. Laugh my head out. GLG Greenlight Gang. Let's work. He captioned the post highlighting the ongoing playful yet pointed feud between 50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather, which media reports show has a long history of clashes. What seemed like just another round of their public back and forth took on new weight when boxing insider Rick Glazer provided updates on Mayweather's finances, suggesting there could be some truth to 50 Cent's skepticism. And while the idea of Mayweather being in financial trouble is hard for many to accept, Glazer noted it is deeply rooted, pointing out that the former champion is frequently seen spending lavishly on jewelry, watches, cars, and even private jets, painting a picture of a lifestyle that may be far more expensive than his reported holdings can support.
So did 50 Cent knock Mayweather out?
Nope. I didn't knock Floyd out. I should have knocked Floyd out. It's kind of hard to hit Champ. Even when he's standing right in front of you, start moving and with the shoulder block and everything, so it get hard to hit Champ.
Glazer added that what he had been hearing about Mayweather's finances might not be true, and expressed hope that it wasn't because it would mark a major fall from grace for the former fighter, famously known as Money. And while the validity of the rumors remains unclear, there are genuine questions about whether Mayweather actually purchased the Manhattan apartment buildings as claimed, with Business Insider reporting in March 2025 that public property records in New York City show no ownership transfers linked to him, and the New York City Housing Partnership also stating they were unaware of any such deals. So although it appears Floyd Mayweather could be in serious trouble, nothing has been officially confirmed yet, and as more information emerges the situation may become clearer. But for now, the question on everyone's mind is whether Money Mayweather is really running out of money.
Get into a fight or a shoving match before?
Yeah.
Who won that?
I won every time.
Every time?
No.
Every time.
Now we had twice. We got into it.
Like a real altercation?
Yeah, like one was with the...
Did he put that shoulder back on you? Because I'm thinking...
Nah. It was more like out of reflex, though. Like,
Shifting away from the controversy over his real estate claims, Floyd Mayweather has also faced criticism from fellow boxer Amir Khan, who slammed him for promoting conflict and benefiting from his pro-Israel stance, as Mayweather has been a vocal supporter of Israel, making multiple trips to the country, donating funds and equipment, and meeting with leaders and military personnel, and he was even honored with a Champion for Israel award by Aish Hara for his efforts against anti-Semitism and hate. Yet his support has sparked backlash, including a December incident in London where he was confronted and attacked by a mob, with witnesses reporting that when asked why he supported Israel, he responded he was proud to support the Jewish people, and observers noted that the attack appeared to be very targeted, according to the New York Post, highlighting how his political positions have drawn intense public attention.
Just where you touched upon the Floyd Mayweather Jr. situation, I don't know how much you spoke about this since you retired, but how close was that fight?
Really close. It was really close that we ended up getting contracts signed. So I ended up getting my side of the contract signed, which was sent by Floyd Mayweather Promotion. And when he come to me, I ended up signing it. And then the worst thing I did was to make an announcement that I've...
The attack happened just days after the 15-time world champion launched the Mayweather Israel Initiative, a charity aimed at supporting Israeli orphans, and in a recent interview with poker firma Amir Khan, criticized Mayweather's constant flaunting of wealth, saying it was sad but karma is unpredictable, and pointing out how arrogant he seemed, constantly showing off money and throwing it around in ways that seemed insensitive given global poverty, noting that while some use wealth to make investments, Mayweather's displays at strip clubs and elsewhere were meant to show off his riches, and in doing so put others down, adding that karma has a way of catching up in situations like this.
You see, now I know how Floyd must have felt. He was the A side then, and I know how it would felt if I was fighting someone and I'm the A side and someone did that. You find it disrespectful. So yeah, I was young then. I was a little bit, I got a little bit excited and said, you know what, I'm going to announce it. Must have been about 24, 25. But look, it is what it is. That fight never happened, but it was a fight that, look, we have mutual respect for each other. But it would have been nice to have...
Khan went further, claiming that Floyd Mayweather was actually profiting from his pro-Israel stance, and explained that he knew this because he and his wife had personally been approached with offers of financial incentives for publicly supporting Israel, and he pointed to the ongoing conflict in Palestine and Gaza, saying that Mayweather was fully backing Israel, and even claiming he would support the soldiers despite the killing of innocent people, and adding that this approach had cost him fans, because it seemed Mayweather cared more about money than which side he picked, noting that the Israel side had definitely offered him financial gain, while Khan himself refused such offers, and concluded by observing that Floyd's pursuit of money has now coincided with reports of financial trouble, and he admitted he had never fully respected some of the decisions Mayweather makes.
Look, I would never have got that fight regardless. I think in their head they didn't want to fight me. I was a bad style for Floyd Mayweather, especially after the Alexander fight. The whole world media, ESPN, you name it, everyone was talking about Amir Khan's next fight is going to be Floyd Mayweather. Floyd, obviously, with all the ego he had, he didn't want it. He just obviously wanted to show that he's the A side all the time. He's the nice guy to pick who he wants. Then he went in and fought Maidana twice, even though he did a poll, and twice we won the poll.
Khan added that he had lost a lot of respect for Floyd Mayweather once he started picking sides in conflicts, saying that promoting war while publicly backing Israel was unacceptable, and then on top of that, a cryptocurrency controversy drew attention from the Securities and Exchange Commission, which issued a warning to fans about potential scams linked to Mayweather, cautioning investors to be skeptical of investment advice on social media and not to make decisions based on celebrity endorsements, with SEC Enforcement Co-Director Stephen Pekin explaining that social media influencers are often paid promoters rather than legitimate investment professionals, and that the securities they promote, whether traditional or blockchain-based, could be fraudulent.
I think it may be getting real. Wow, that's crazy, man. And you would figure his big homie Al Heyman would rectify it. Al's a powerhouse. Al's that dude. Al should be able to rectify anything. He's a Harvard lawyer. He's smart. He got PBC. Correct. He raised
the world is now watching closely for Floyd Mayweather to return from wherever he has traveled, as he is expected to come back to the United States soon to address the situation. Yet there is a strong possibility he might avoid returning out of fear of arrest, because once he is in federal custody, he could very likely be taken into custody, and while investigations into the various allegations against him continue, it's clear that he is facing serious trouble and that the challenges surrounding his legal and financial issues are far from over.
He got all the money in the world. I think they may not want it. Some different countries be wanting different things. Think about it. How many times have, we've been involved with something
And we go, nah, man, we just throw some paper at it. And I'm talking back in the days when we was doing our little 1-2s.
Correct.
And nah, they don't want to drop the case. You'd be like, I'll put the money up for the lawyer. I'll put the money up for the bail. They don't want to drop.
There's a real possibility that Floyd Mayweather could end up back in prison after having served time about 13 years ago, and now the big question remains, what do you think about the allegations of fraud, bankruptcy, and financial crimes against him? Do you believe he is guilty of these charges, or are they simply false claims from people envious of his success? And share your thoughts in the comments section for more of the latest news updates, key moments, and developments in the boxing world. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our quality content. Until next time, peace.